dumped on Africa.
Fair! Stop the dumping! Make trade fair! Stop the dumping! Stop sugar dumping on Africa!
Dumping sugar on Africa!
Stop dumping!
I'll stay out of it.
Well, Oxfam is dumping sugar on the WWSD today in a symbolic way to show how Europe is dumping sugar on Africa. Europe supports its sugar industry to the tune of $1.6 billion a year. Most of the benefits of those subsidies go to the large sugar farmers and the agro-processing industry in Europe. But the impacts on sugar producers in developing countries, including those here in Africa, is devastating.
Stop the dumping! Make trade fair!
Thank you very much for being here, Governor Brown. I'm Congressman Dennis Kucinich. This is Congressman Blumenauer and Congressman Miller. We're here to...
I think it'd be very difficult to win.
The United States has a special obligation and opportunity as the world's richest nation and its biggest polluter. There's no doubt in my mind that the American public is ahead of its government and willing for an opportunity to respond to leadership. And there are many in our Congress who are willing to step forward as well, to deal with a regime to control CO2 emissions, to establish real targets to what we all can be held accountable, and to address the disastrous consequence of the United States foreign policy.
And it was absolutely insistent that we have
Congressman Miller, we're going to go to questions in a moment. I want to introduce Governor Jerry Brown of California. He's now the mayor of Oakland.
Is to get as many participants as possible.
Thank you very much, Madam President. Distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, arrangements. They're extraordinarily important. And among the most important of these regional groupings are the United Nations regional in the context of providing policy advice and stimulus at the regional level.
I have some answers.
Thank you. First of all, I'll answer about
Commissioner Nielsen.
What we are doing is that we say in cases where and if developing countries themselves opt for using also nuclear as part of the energy mix, in those cases we of course have an obligation and should be ready to assist in capacity building, technically, managerially and so on, to make sure that the safety standards also in those cases are at the level that we find absolutely necessary. Well, sorry, we try to answer.